All right. Let's take a look at the ACC here. And I'm bringing up, I brought up the transfer portals, additions, and departures for each team to help us out here.
Mm-hmm.
As the first team we're going to look at is Bill O'Brien's Boston College team. Jeffrey's favorite team, as from our past experiences of him not saying they shouldn't be in a bowl game.
Yeah. Boston College, I have had in the past, I've had issues with BC. And Jason O, I remember him. He would always get so mad at me for my BC. I don't even want to, it wasn't hate. I didn't hate BC. It was more of just like my lack of, I didn't believe in them. My lack of faith in them actually being good. I have my biggest pet peeve, I guess, when it comes to talking about teams is when a team that is no good or not very good, people just suddenly start hyping up for no reason. That to me is probably what gets me most frustrated about a football team. And that's when I start talking against them. I mean, that's just the way I am. It's like even Austin's Louisville team. I got nothing against Louisville. I like Louisville. But that year when people were saying Louisville was the best team in the ACC, they were like top 10 and all. No, they were not. And you saw what Louisville did this past year with a tougher schedule. They crashed back down to earth. I felt Louisville was better this year almost, but they had a
They were. I think they might have been better.
That's the thing. Like,
but I mean, the thing with Louisville is they had the great performance like they did against Clemson and almost beating Notre Dame, and then they had those crappy performances against Stanford.
Yeah. So it's just, it is what it is. It's just one of those things where I don't like talking bad about certain teams, but when it comes to certain, I don't like hype when it's not deserved. Certain teams get too much hype in certain seasons. And BC that year with Castellanos, when they went 6-6, they were terrible. They were a horrible team. They barely beat Holy Cross and all these other garbage teams, and yet people were saying they were legitimately good. And I'm like, okay. Castellanos was pretty good, but the rest of the team was not. Now, previewing BC, I mean, I don't really know anything about the roster at all.
Okay.
I can't say I know anything about it.
So, BC, they picked up two Bama boys this year. Dylan Lonergan, quarterback.
Oh, yeah. I did remember seeing that now that you say it, yeah.
And Ty Lockwood, tight end.
Well, I mean, I don't know how good Lonergan is because he was so far down the depth chart. But, I mean, always getting someone from a program like that, like Alabama, that's a good thing. But he's going to need protection because Castellanos sure did not get protection. Phil Dracovic didn't either.
Mm-hmm. So, but their departures were, of course, Castellanos going to Florida State. Although he lost the job last year, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who was starting ahead of him?
I can't remember. That's a great question. It's just one of those things. Like I said, there's so many teams. There's so many, players. It's hard to remember sometimes. But yeah, I cannot remember.
BC quarterback. Hannafin, right? Was that it?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
So they're going to be battling out for the job.
Mm-hmm.
And then they lost a bunch of guys to the portal. Some of them who are still in the portal. So that's not great for them.
Still in the portal, that means he's not that good. Okay, like he's not getting picked up.
But they had Duran Bradley go to Kansas State. That's the other really only high profile guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at their roster right now.
But he was only there for 1 year. He was at Texas Tech beforehand. So
I'm gonna try to pull up the over/under odds too for these teams.
Yes, that's a good idea, Jeffrey.
Because see what Vegas is saying as well for 2025. Because I know Indiana's at like 8.5, and I was like, wow, Indiana, they actually believe this time that they're going to be something. Or 7, it's like at least 7.5 at some services. Yeah, Indiana's 8.5 on Vegas Insider. Where's BC? Oh, they're way down there. Okay.
But yeah, shout out to Hummus Hero for being here. And
Yeah, appreciate that.
And Pitt Snipe Husker.
Yeah, the Husker sack can't be Jeffrey. Always has a crimson bug on his head. Yeah, I do. On the Alabama channel, I always have the big hat that it's not actually like an oversized hat. Everyone says it looks like it's 3 sizes too big for my head, but it is a normal size hat. I appreciate that though. But on my channel, I typically don't wear anything. I mean, I think I've done it a couple times when I'm talking about a certain team because I have a few hats from different teams. I've done it a couple times, but I usually stay more neutral on my channel. But on Alabama Voice of College Football, definitely I'm a pro Bama big time, you know. But yeah, that's funny, and thanks Hummus Hero as well.
Mm-hmm.
Says on the over under on Vegas Insiders 5.5 for BC.
Well, all right. So, do you think they're beating Fordham? They should beat Fordham.
I think Bill O'Brien's, BC is more capable than Hafley, Jeff Hafley. I would say they should win that game.
That Michigan State one's
swing game.
That's a swing.
Well, they won that game last year, right at home, or did Michigan State win? I can't remember.
I believe they won last year.
Yeah,
I can
BC
look. We can
win.
look. We can double check.
I'm pretty sure that BC won. I think.
No. Okay. They did.
Yes. It was a good game. I remember I watched it. It went down to the wire. That game really hurt Michigan State, kind of doomed their season. I mean, these type of games between these mid programs like this, like kind of like North Carolina, North Carolina, Minnesota, Michigan State, Boston College. Those type of games kind of determine whether teams are going to make bowls or not, you know? So if BC wins this game, then most likely they're on track to probably make a bowl like they did last year. That same with that Stanford game. I mean, that's another
and Cal.
Game. Yeah. They can start out 4-0 or 1-3.
Yeah.
At Pitt is a winnable game too, even though Pitt's a tough place to play.
We'll see if Holstein will turn Pitt around this year.
You look at the rest of their schedule. I mean, Clemson should be a loss. Louisville should be a loss. Notre Dame should be a loss. And SMU should be a loss. Most likely. So that's 4. I can't say guaranteed, but that's 4 pretty much likely losses. UConn should be a win. Should. Georgia Tech's another swing game. People
are high on Georgia Tech this year. Some people are.
Some people are high on them
because the quarterback's coming back again. What's his name? What's that guy's name?
Haynes King.
Yes, Haynes King. Yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got to do a deep dive. Like while I've got more time to do videos and stuff in the summer, hopefully, I gotta do a deep dive on these rosters. Honestly,
Haynes King, I think Haynes King's like close to my age, but I think he did 5 years in high school. He did an extra year in high school. Now he's in his 6th year. It's
kind of like Stetson Bennett at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the people call him the mailman. So funny. Yeah, I didn't know he was back. I got to do a deep dive on these rosters to find out who's where and what. Because I saw a lot of the portal moves, but I didn't see everything. So, yeah, that's a swing game. Probably, I mean, I would say lean loss, but
lean
at
loss.
home, though. And who do they finish up with?
Syracuse.
That's another swing game.
Syracuse. Steve Angeli led Syracuse.
I'm seeing 5-7 or 6-6. I think.
I was thinking 6-6 is the ceiling as well.
It is the ceiling. Yeah.
I mean, so I think Vegas got this one right.
I don't think Bill O'Brien's a bad coach, but I don't think he's gonna have him any better than that.
Yeah. I'll go 5-7.
5-7.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Tougher schedule this year.